I always felt that I was a dancer even before I discovered dance. Dance, it was to me like a second chance to be born, to understand the world. Ok, yo estoy listo. I'm José Navas, and I'm coming from Venezuela. I was born in Caracas, and I live here in Montreal since 1991. So I've been away from my country for 22 years already, and 19 years here in Canada.
Roots.
It's interesting to think about yourself as a dancer and also having a nationality. I say that because as a performer, you try to be as an open vehicle for an idea. So you try not to bring to the work whatever preconceptions you have of yourself.
Sun.
As a dancer, there are many things in my dancing, of course, that are very Latin American, that are very, it has to do with where I come from. And I would say the roundness, I would say the musicality.
Snow.
One thing that I acquired in North America when I went to New York and then working here in Canada is the discipline, is the rigor, but it's also the way that I find in the northern countries that they have of working in detail, in layers, in an organized manner, systems of work. In my work in the last, I would say, 5-7 years, there was a rupture where myself and journalists, they call it going back to my movement roots. Just movement, no story, no anything, no connotation to theatrical point of view of dance, but just dance for the sake of dance. When I came into dance, I came because I love movement, pure movement. As a painter loves colors. So in a way, going back for a painter to use colors, it seems sort of natural.
Cuántas cosas secretas le contaría.
And I would say possibly Miniature is one of the most personal shows I have done.
Me lo dijese todo.
Is that necessity that I have as a performer to perform solos. And Miniature possibly is the most Latin American show I have because it has that colorful, extravagant, romantic a side that is very much about memories and evoking memories.
A human being.
Here in front of me I have 4 objects that reminds me Venezuela. And I'm going to start with this beautiful book on this painter. Her name is Azalea Quiñones. There is something about her work that to me it represents so well the flavor of that country. Azalea Quiñones takes me then to talk about Armando Reverón. And Armando Reverón is our Rembrandt, is our Van Gogh. My mom always loved this one, and this one was bought in the Andes. And when I got married here, she gave it as a present to my husband. And she said, voila, this is a present for you. And this is, I know, something that means so much to her. And it's very touching to see it in my house because it reminds me where I come from. And the last object I have is an object that doesn't belong to me anymore for many reasons, and it's my Venezuelan passport. This reminds me a lot of the memories of a Venezuela that is not today. My roots are actually in the world. I like the sense of what does it feel, that connection with mind and body the moment you are moving is beautiful. It makes you feel alive.